Hello guys, this is Chirodip once again and you're watching Core Java tutorial series. This is the part 9 series, part 9 of this series, and in this tutorial we're gonna learn about reference variable in Java. So here you can see that I have defined one class, that is A, and I have defined one static integer variable, that is I, and I have defined non-static integer variable, that is I, and one static method, that is test, and I am taking one argument as a reference a1, the class type reference I am taking here in the test method, and for after that I am just printing from test a1.I, the reference dot particular non-static variable. And in the main method I am creating one object, that is a1 equals to new a. So a1 will be the object, and I'm just supplying that object to the test method, and test method will catch that object or the reference type, and I'm reinitializing I by a1.I equals to 10, and I'm again calling that test method. So test method will again take the object as reference and it will call a1.I, so 10 will be there, and after that I'm again modifying, and after that I'm just calling a1.I, so it will again not does not modify, and it will be printing 10 only, but from main. So this is a program. As you can see, you can run this program and it will come as follows. Now moving to the next program, here I have defined one class, that is class B, and I have defined one non-static integer variable, and it's getting reinitialized by 10. So here in the static test method I am also taking one reference b1 of the class type B, and I am printing from test b1.I, and it's getting reinitialized by b1.I equals to 20, and I'm printing again from test second time b1.I. Now in the main method I have defined one object of the class B, b1 equals to new B, and I am giving the object reference to the test method. So test method will catch the b1, the reference, and it will print b1.I, that is the initial value, that it will be 10. Again that will print the second time remodification value, that will be 20, and after that it will return. Now again from main b1.I will be printed, and after that it will modify the value b1.I, that will be 100, and b1 will be supplied, and again b1.I will be printed. So the value will be from test, first it will print 10, then modification will happen, then from second time it will print 20, and from main it will revert back to this and it will print 20 only, then again it will modify, then the value of I will be changed as 100, and test b1 will be called, and after that from main second time it will be 20, and from test second time it will also be 20. So as you can see, this is a pretty simple program, and we are moving to the next program. Now here also I have defined one class, that is class C, and I have defined one non-static, basically two non-static integer variable. One is getting default value as 0 and one is getting initializing by 10. Now in the print method, it is a static void print method, is catching one reference C obj and is printing obj.I, that equals to the default value, and obj.j, that equals to the initialized value. Now I am creating the object of class C here in the main method c1 equals to new C, and I am calling the print method by supplying that object, and this obj will catch the object c1, and obj.I will be printing like the default value, that it will be 0, and again it will print the reinitialized value, that will be 10. After that it's getting modified in the main method, c1.I getting 100 and c1.j getting 200. so it will print 100 and 200 in the next execution. As you can see, 0 and 10, and after that 100 and 200. Moving to the last program, here you can see that I have defined one class, that is class D, and I have defined one non-static integer variable, integer I, and I have defined three static methods, test1, test2 and test3. In test1 is calling obj1.i, and it will print the default value. After that it will be modifying the value of I, that will be 10. Again it will be printed obj.i, and again it will modify the value as 100. Again in the test3 method I am calling obj.i, so the value will be 100 here, and again it's getting modified. So I am calling this test1, test2 and test3 as a top to bottom approach. And in the main method I have defined one object, that is td1 equals to new d, and I am calling test1, so test1, and the reference will be d1. So first it will print it will print as the default value as 0, then it will print as 10, then it will print 100, then it will print 1000. So you can see 0, 10, 100 and 1000. So this is a tutorial about reference. We will be getting more about reference later when we will be covering the thread class and pretty more things, and IIB also. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.